Look, guys, can you see this account who wants to come in? Does anybody know?
That's Dorian Draco.
Okay.
He's another Draco, guys. He's one of the Dracos. Ever since.
Is he alright?
Yeah, he's alright. He's been following me around. He's a friendly Draco.
Okay.
Dorian Draco's copied Mike's picture.
Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Dorian. Dorian, have you got something to say?
I'm in a really bad location. I have good signal.
No, what's with the picture?
I got interrupted. I couldn't hear.
Why'd you steal my picture, man?
So I think I copied or it's not. I didn't steal it. I just reproduced it.
Hey, open my friend.
Hey, boys, go. It's also not crap, so I can sell it as my own because I modified it and everything.
Right, okay.
I caught the guy when he was like really dimming his eyes, really tiny, just like you did.
Okay. Take alcohol at me. My dog's trying to get out.
But you see, so much.
Yeah.
You know what I tried to?
Cool.
I tried to put some fangs on it, but I don't have a proper software to do it, so.
So Draco, you still claim to be a draconian vampire?
No man, I'm just a human being.
Okay, I'm glad you said that.
I can't believe you guys believe that.
Well, wait, you kept on telling me that you were one, in the end you started to believe it.
Well, because you guys are going that, oh, you've seen that reptilian person.
You'll find that the reptilian, like, oh, we should do it.
So, the things I've experienced, right, what I know about that subject and the photos you shared, well, your experiences, things I know firsthand, I can't ever talk about on any platform. And a lot of people like me out there.
I'm not scared of them. You know I'm not scared of them, Draco.
So I don't...
Would you be? They don't exist anyway.
So there's a lot of technology out there to manipulate things, and you have to be careful.
It literally is. Do you know, yeah? Your brain and your eyes see things. All it would take is a frequency, a device that can create a frequency, and you'd see something different.
That's pretty frightening.
YouTube recorded this evidence, and I almost got took in by this guy called Simon on TikTok, and he's a narcissist, a dangerous man, and those beautiful souls who come into my chat and could see what was going on, they also are aware targeting. I have to cover myself, and this is now leading past couple of days. It's been extremely traumatizing. I've got recordings and evidence how long this has been going on for, and they planted somebody in my life to get to know on this social media in England or TikTok, and I thank the grace of God, I really do. That saved my life, really, in a serious situation that could have got worse. I'm still in shock, actually, but it's the wonderful people that come into my other social media life, and if my friend Mo sees this, I've just posted you a photograph of that individual on Discord, and 100% spot on. So this is the evidence of implying I've got P2K, he says, and all this stuff. And trauma bonding is one thing to look at, which I'm going to be doing later once I've had a rest. And now I'm going to be blocking all accounts associated with him. So I've got audio evidence as well. And so yeah, you just got to be careful and who's who when you're in this target program. Educate yourself to August, going to talk in the target program. So I have to shout out to those genuine people that know me for years, and this is him. I haven't not going to show anything. These are independent people that are in my life as witnesses saw this individual and his behaviour, and it's no coincidence that these other people that come into my life. I put ex-military. I'm not going to say anything personal about this individual because whatever is really going on with him, he's lost, his soul's lost, and he's been consumed, and very lonely man, and I could see that. But then the narcissist traits and the mind control is real, and basically they're using him in a mannerism on social media, not just to me, but the way he is with women generally. And then, of course, the way he was referenced to me. The red flags are independent, two females in my life, which I will talk to today as well, and two other men who are genuine. And I got wind of what he was doing last night. And basically, the other lady earlier, obviously being on social media, you need to be safe, and the one female, she was sounds like a professional female and in something in England she might be in working in, but she was very sensible and very logical, and they were just so helpful. One was very streetwise, and it got re-intensified as soon as that individual has shown some pictures of my life on TikTok yesterday, the hours of warning actually, and of a non-human entity, a photograph evidence of first-hand knowledge. And he also is a similar area where this individual lives, and a similar mannerism, and he was able to call him out. And so this narcissist character of this individual male had shown his true colours, even to other people, but he's a smooth talker, and trying to play. I'd like to come down for a week to my place and spend a week to get to know you, to see how we get on. I was just in my life, I've been very poorly the past 7 weeks, and still am today. So couldn't really talk properly. I've been dosing myself up all day, so still a bit, my voice is still weak. So I'd noticed frequencies of being trauma-based mind control program. I've seen things in him, and like this lady says, some of these people in the chat doesn't know what the technology is involved with the target program. But I just briefly just kept it simple and outlined a couple of things. And very intensified past few weeks really. And so this is like although I'm in shock still, but it's not new. You fit it really, because this individual bloke, independent bloke, observed this guy when he put his face on camera, and he saw that that guy wasn't really looking at me. His eyes are strange. And he's admitted that he was from a certain bloodline family. We don't know it's true, and until you know somebody and their research background, somebody suggested something, I won't say what. Anybody can be anybody. Wow, I've had a lucky escape because this guy was eager to come down me and to my home and all this stuff. I won't go into specifics. So I'm just going to play a conversation where I said, if you really want to get to know me as a friend, this is a way to do it. This is to warn others to be careful on the internet. So I got the audio recording. I just had something told me I need to record what the interaction was going on. This is taken from Monday, really Tuesday. Yeah. So it ended last week. And then it began again on Monday and Tuesday. Well, no, Tuesday, aren't we? Yeah. So it's been intensified this evening. On discussing devices.
Containing whatever.
Goals and who's the fastest, who's the strongest. With women, it's who's the most who's the best dressed and stuff like this. There's always competition, like, but a lot of women are not power obsessed, you know, but a real lot of men are power obsessed, and power is a real big thing to men. It's a power obsession, and you know, controlling people is power and domination, and they've got this religion of you know, if you kill a lot of people on the planet, depopulate, then, you know, the less people there is, the easier the world is to control. So, you know, it's more easily manipulative, and then you can become more of a powerhouse. You get everything while they have nothing. You know, transhumanism, living forever, you know, there's many things to it. Like, when they've got so much money, why are they still in the limelight wanting to control everyone else's life when they've already got everything they want? They've got the mansions, they've got the cars, they've got the women, they've got the hot tubs, they've got the houses all over the world, they can do whatever they want, yet they're still there, stood on a stage, telling everyone what everybody else with no money has got to do and how they want them controlled. They've got a religion. It's a eugenicide religion, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Social media,
they knock me sick. You rats, scum, and they just lowlifes of the earth. And they are the predators, and we are the prey. And I will not be preyed on by this. I mean, I'm going to tell people as much as possible that I can. You know, as far as I can. You know. I'm mumbling a bit now.
Yeah. They're just where you look at the history of the Illuminati and the foundations, and when you look at the history of the Illuminati and the formation of 1700s to date, basically, and how it got infiltrated into the original Knights of Malta and several sort of original the builders of these ancient buildings, Masons, creation of Freemasonry, creation of the Master Lodges, England, of course, England's got something to do with it. And then you look at Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley's a good source of research to begin with, anyway. And when one looks into that, you can see where the demonic side comes into it with the control, the psychopaths, Alistair
Although he
Crowley's
still
the
has
first one.
friends that know what count
Have
them
you ever
out.
read the book by Alistair Crowley, The Book of Law?
I haven't read it, no.
Well, I've read a part of it, and it's the only time, right? Alistair Crowley was a chauvinist, you know, so he was basically against women. And also, I can't say exactly one of his rituals that he did, but it's to do with a child doing something which an adult loves to do, you know, and makes them feel good, doing it to a boy and a girl and drinking it, and, you know, it's partially to make him live for a very long life or make him immortal and stuff like that. And he did some rituals, and some of his rituals that he did, there was one ritual that he had to do for, I think it was 6 to 8 months, and he was in the Scottish Isles, you know where the Loch Ness Monster is in Scotland.
Yeah.
Well, he was doing a ritual there, but he had to do something, and it was extremely tedious what he had to do. And it would have took him 6 to 8 months to complete the ritual to get some kind of effect, and he ended up quitting it after a few months because it was so tedious. But while he was doing certain rituals like this, I heard apparently that Hitler, you know, because he was born in the days of Hitler when the war was going on, actually stopped war against England for one day. I don't.
Oh, really?
I think in a certain ritual that Hitler believed in, and Hitler respected Alistair Crowley. He probably respected him. And,
this is a lot of stress in some of these lives, man. Like,
want to
argue.
He was doing a certain type of ritual
and,
that he respected, and he
I
probably
don't want to
tried
argue
doing himself.
anymore. I'm tired of debating people.
No, there's some weird things that I've read. And people be writing these things if it wasn't true. You know, something completely obvious, don't they, really?
Exactly.
Has anyone heard about the Nazi bell? Have you ever heard about the Nazi bell, Claire?
No, I haven't. What's that? What is that?
It's apparently the first alien saucer that was ever created.
Oh, what? Sorry, pardon. Sorry.
Oh, you'll have to type it to have a look at it. It's called the Nazi bell, and Hitler's henchmen created it. It's an anti-gravity technology from about 1935 to 1945, somewhere in those vicinity. It's the first technology that was ever created.
I'm just having
it made like a bell, a saucer, but it was also like a bell saucer, you know, but it used that much radiation that it was unsustainable to actually use something to do.
I was looking at all these different gravies now. For frick's sake, I'm going to be subjected to American gravies for years.
I don't know what the technology's called.
Look, listen, tomato gravy.
And it used too radiation that it just destroyed everything around it.
What year?
And
This is
something from 1935 to 1945, somewhere in that vicinity, when they was doing the Nazi bell. It was a major experiment. I've seen the actual bell on a picture myself.
1940s, yeah?
Probably, yeah. All you have to do is type in Hitler's experiment of the Nazi bell, and it'll probably bring it up.
Nazi bell, got ya.
I don't know whether it's true or anything. I just know that I've seen pictures of it, and I know that the scientist was actually doing stuff in this kind of way. Like and it's supposed to be anti-gravity.
Didn't notice how they do this.
Philadelphia experiment. Yeah. I know this one, yeah.
I'll be following these people before he had some of them. And I was on the live this morning when it started with that guy.
We've got
He's not.
Okay, so 1940s, various experiments were done using the bell. Was it a particular?
No, I've got to
show the article.
But although
An
Brooklyn,
experiment anti-gravity.
she also was on my live with him the other day when he was like the way he
The
was.
first time anti-gravity had ever been used, apart from in probably the Egyptian times.
No, I've got to block him.
Whoa, what did I walk in on? I had to go deal with something. Can I just say to anyone out there that chose not to have children, you didn't miss anything, okay? Just in case you were ever having second
She
thoughts
was
about your
taken in by
decision.
him as well, Ruby.
So this was an experiment, like Simon says, with the
might say,
Nazi
"I've gotta do this."
scientists working with SS in Germany,
Right.
a facility known as the DERISE, the Gulag,
The race.
and the rear border. It was given the priority classification of the war and the highest known category.
First anti-gravity technology that we'd ever seen in recent, years from the 1940s. I believe that I did believe that they had. I did believe that they had anti-gravity in the Egyptian days. That's how they built the pyramids. But this technology was lost, and this is when they started refinding it. And
well,
now
is it possible that they did that because there is no gravity and they just knew it?
They have a roof over their head and something to eat, and the landlord doesn't take away 80% of their income. I mean, it's a system that creates the crime.
You can use certain materials in a certain balance, and you
Sure,
can defy
exactly.
gravity.
But is it gravity or is it the toroidal field that they speak of?
Well,
It's
gravity.
I mean,
It's because it's
different
just
gravity, right?
Well, there is a downforce.
And
You can say it's
she
weight,
was
or
a
you can say
witness
it's many
to
things,
him being
but
on
there is a
my
downforce.
It was moved to underground base facility. No surprise there.
Is it a downforce though, or is it a center force?
Well, yeah, you can say center force. What you're basically saying there is it's not
He's
exactly
talking technical
downforce.
terms.
What it is
And then
two
he would
things that
change
draw
personal
towards
things
each other.
towards me.
So it's when you jump in the air, when you fall back down to the earth, it's not exactly that you're falling down to the earth. It's that the earth is drawn towards you and you are drawn towards it because atoms are drawn towards, which is basically anyone.
Not liquid, yeah.
I mean, see what you're talking about, Ruby. I mean, we're all brainwashed into thinking you can make up your own non-toxic detergent, but we're buying all this stuff that's bad for us.
You know what? When I was off the phone a minute, I was having a pretty much a heated argument with my youngest offspring because he's mini me. But one of the things we were trying to have a civil conversation, right? So in the midst of having a civil conversation with your 19-year-old, once in a while you get some nice things said. And one thing we agreed on, because I had him go get washing up liquid
See,
a few
the
weeks
date
ago, right?
of the last.
Yeah.
And his lame cheap ass
week.
goes and gets like Dollar Tree, the worst, cheapest thing you can get. Some kind
oh yeah.
This is obvious messages.
Laundry, washing.
Oh my god.
Like half a gallon of it.
Oh my god, no way. Oh my god.
I have not even had an experience with any wash up liquid like this before, so it was the first. But it's like I might as well be washing my dishes in Chanel No. 5, right? And it's like, why do I want my silverware to taste like damn fabulosa? So,
I've got to block him.
right? I've had to rewash the dishes and correct and stuff.
What?
There's the evidence of me blocking him.
Today I went ahead and mentioned that, right? And I was like, and by the way, don't buy that cheap ass washing up liquid again. Like who said I want my silverware tasted like Hugo? And so he laughed and he's like, yeah, you're right, that was crap.
Hey, don't take the big car, my Hugo Boss. I love the smell of me when
We've
I'm
decided.
Hugo Boss.
You're so vain.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, see, if you go down the rabbit hole,
man. It's good
if
shit.
you go down the rabbit hole,
that was a bad example. That was good. It's good shit right there. Bad example.
This is what's important to know.
Not even old fights are better than
Own
Fight
domination.
or Lily of the Valley.
I like that. Some of the cheap stuff.
How to
Don't
spot
even
a
get me started.
dominator.
Like white shoulders.
by
what's another
platform.
one that I can't get enough of? It's not cheap either, but it was considered dime store cologne and
This
perfume
is
back then.
posting
White
evidence.
shoulders and what's the other one?
Check the
Realising, okay, what people are not realising, you just see them as immigrants,
so
okay? You see them as, right, how are these people coming across?
2020.
Look at the bigger agenda, right? Go look at the WEF forum,
She
go look at the WHO forum, right? This is not our government, this is not the British people, this is not...
She was very good at manipulating people into their lives.
Let me get back to my story. Good grief. I
Go back at the videos.
Yeah, the Tide Pod.
You hear me laughing.
Bless his
That's
heart.
not until I found out the real
I can
agendas.
take it left field, can I, Nora? Alright, the Tide Pods, the campaign, the people out there.
Just going back on
We got them to
track.
eat detergent pods, y'all.
Look at it now, more. People standing up together more.
It was disturbing
People
to me. It made me
naming
cry. I
and
was like, oh,
shaming.
Lord.
Goodness is coming, yeah?
I need you now.
Goodness is coming, and it's on its way.
See the massive eating
The negativity
but at the same time, I thought,
but
you know
don't.
what?
Okay, thank you.
Surround you with both.
Detergent
Oh,
pods.
he's back.
You can't
He's
be
right
sure
back.
who's saying, unfortunately.
Have you seen the memoirs of John D. Rockefeller?
I've had to do
The
this for my
memoirs of John D.
protection.
Rockefeller from the 1930s or the
You know,
1940s.
no, we had fun.
Yeah,
And now look.
He said that we want to poison the people.
And you're working on like Jack Stan.
He's absolutely written down in scripture, and it is his own words, the amount of times that he said we want to poison the people, and we poison them. We'll give them more poison and more poison, and then our poison will dim down.
Because common knowledge, this certain terminology. So there's lockdown, you know.
So they don't feel sorry for people. They great.
But my system in itself.
Right, I just had a gut feeling. He was talking about technology. It seems plausible. And then...
We can talk privately.
It's got so many health benefits. It can help
Talking
people with
about
MS.
disease.
It can help people who've got Parkinson's disease, where they're trembling like mad. It can take away the trembles. In some cases, it should prolong your life if you've got cancer. It's got fine when I was in there, but he said it.
So, can I speak on it? A person there.
There's a drunk man come on and cried as his friend. It seems plausible. He gets someone online who gets to know, but then he treats me in this behaviour.
You know, they seem to have a really good system going there. They've got sinners preyed on by this when she was flying in the Bermuda.
And I want to trace them down, get my energy back on them.
Yes. What happens is, you know where you've got your bars at the top of the screen, you
Shot. I don't care. I mean,
Petroleum-based drugs.
eat meat, but I love meat.
Yeah.
Good out the internet.
They are completely neutral.
Carry on. And talking about and then it's the microwave radiation radiating the glands.
So he's like talking to my guests on TikTok. Appears to be genuine. Whew, until it goes sour. So that was Monday evening. Let's go to today's date. It went in from last night into the early hours this morning.
It says the same thing to everyone.
I just had gut feeling had to record this.
Sorry, I've forgotten your name again. Is it Daran? Daran? If you don't mind.
Butterfly, it'll be a beautiful forever, won't it? Would you, when you look to the right or if you look to the left, will you be looking at yourself?
It's been my...
I've seen it in your glasses, Miss Butterfly. Before
She's my
when you were in that yesterday's live.
Call words to a blind person, but I can't hit it off if they choose to. And that is the first sign of being a cyborg and being digitally, radio wavelength connected.
Exactly.
To,
do we want to live that
saying
life,
things
or
to
do we
draw
want to
me
go
in.
back to the old school, get rid of all digital, get rid of all technology, learn bushcraft skills, learn to live off the lead?
We want the money. Money is king.
That's your opinion. Yeah, exactly. How to overcome depression. Right. How do we... Okay, so here's another one. I'll go back to of technology. I'll come back to what the guests are saying in the chat. Is anyone reading the chat? So we've got a guest in here. Hello, how are you? The how to overcome depression. So if anyone got... That's a general statement, but each individual is different. Anyone's got opinion on that?
What was the question? How do you overcome depression?
Are you reading the chat? Is anybody else doing the chat apart from me? So basically the question, I'll repeat. How to overcome depression?
How do you overcome depression? I can tell you certain ways of how to overcome depression. You know, I can speak some really evil ways of doing it.
See.
Which will be traumatizing, and then it will resolve because you'll overcome it. But not everyone does overcome it if you do those certain methods, which I'm not going to talk about.
I don't think that's helpful, to be honest.
Ways of coming up with.
To be quite honest, that's just bollocks. Come on, monster, you can do better, mate.
I know you can. I know.
Ashwagandha. Right, start taking ashwagandha. Take 2 pills of ashwagandha every day, right? Keep on taking that for a month, right? And then watch your emotions absolutely disappear. Well, you won't be able to laugh or cry. Fucking nothing anymore. You know, do you really want to feel like that? Feeling nothing. Yeah? Take antidepressants. Sertraline is one of the best ones. Because that doesn't give you too many side effects if you really want to numb down your emotions.
I'm going to come to the chat question. I'm going to come back to T's response.
I can also absolutely stare at one position in one place, and I can turn my fucking emotions off. You know,
Then I know it.
Then
I know that for sure. I 100% know that.
Yeah, okay. This has turned the wrong way. I think how do you overcome depression was the question, yeah?
That's right,
Not how to fuck yourself up.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is positivity. No.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, it is a positivity.
No, I'm not arguing with you, man. You're quite a calm guy. There's no need to argue. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, you got a little bit passionate then, and I think we went off the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to get back onto that question.
Thank you.
Even I went off the ball, I'll admit it. Do you know what I mean?
It's easy done.
What I mean, yeah?
It's easy done.
Basically, right? Basically, yeah, you've got to do positive things. That's a good answer, yeah? Now, when I went to the doctors for depression, the doctor didn't want to put me on pills and that. She suggested that I didn't go on pills, and she said to me that I just go out and do things that I enjoy. And if it gets so bad, come back, she said, before anything. She goes, but go out and do sports,
life, it's not unlawful what arbitrating with.
That isn't a normal doctor, that is a good doctor.
Yes.
So, you know, we got some good placement there going on.
God bless you,
She's a really nice woman, that doctor, man. I'm not even going to name her, but she's high. Like, I even told her, like, I was using cannabis, you know, so I could sleep and that. And she was just like, to be honest with you, if it's working, just doing that. That's what she said.
I'll ask my guest at the top corner, call you D again, from America. You got any opinion on that? Any response? If you come across friends or family, is there one response? Is there a way? It's different, I think, in different people, isn't it?
Florida be like... Depends what's triggered the depression for the start.
Yeah.
It really does. I'm diagnosed with depression, guys, pardon me. I'm diagnosed with it. I've got a prescription of medical cannabis for it.
Yeah, that's good.
I've got 3 conditions, right, that they've diagnosed, instead of tablets, I've had this diagnosed. This is all on prescription.
That's lovely. I wish I could get that. It's for pain.
Well, I'm shocked that I got it too.
I'm diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic, depressed. You know, so I'm diagnosed free as well.
I think the labels don't help, to be honest, because I know the labels are for the UK system.
Don't, it is what it is.
I think I don't think I'm paranoid.
No.
I don't think I'm schizophrenic.
No.
I don't think I'm depressed.
You said it earlier. You said it spot on earlier. Basically. Quite well, actually. When you said, I forgot what I was going to say now.
This was when I was in my life.
It was like, you had that thought and it goes
I said that date.
Sorry?
17th you dropped out my life.
You're beautiful, tell us.
I just between forgot what I was going to say.
About
you said it in such a way which is quite profound, actually, which is unusual. And, but I really forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. So, yeah, my brain just gone blank. Yeah. Oh, hello, Christian's chat. That's why I like to read the comments. Because when we've got passionate responses or passionate, passionate subjects, which sometimes it can be a warning, can be a trigger for people. The lady in the chat, I assume you're a lady, by the way, so forgive me if you're not individual, shall we say. They're only young. It's very young to have that at a young age. So if you're only, let me just go back, what age you said you were. So, bear with me.
I'll go to the beginning of this chat where again.
Ultimately, there is
First of October, I suggested if you want to get to know me as a genuine individual, you can talk to me on the video or
that is a young age, isn't it? Surely, from
that's why
I know younger people have this. 18 years of age, someone was.
No, not many things are going to work.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is someone telling you to sort your head out, pull your socks up. That is the worst thing that somebody can do to you.
Absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that.
What's my real name? I don't give that out.
Sort it out.
I'm posting information that might be disinteresting.
You don't want to hear that when you're in a bad situation. So, you distance
then
yourself from
I
that.
say what I'm known in real life. Just the first name and the last name, thank God.
You just focus on things,
basically.
I'm just going to read out a comment, right? I'm going to address this to the individual on the chat, so bear with me. First-hand experience of this. If you have trauma from a young age, because I'm just responding, so I assume I'm just have to call you individual because
straight
top
on this
political,
date,
what they're like.
Doesn't even know
the individual says, I have thoughts that life is not fair to me, like everything is falling apart. That is so true, because if you go through certain circumstances, I'm losing my voice. Can anybody respond to that for me? Because I can't talk at the moment. My voice is going.
I don't share any false information. That's why I responded. It's my response.
Mate, listen. Yeah, life shit.
And then he goes to start the psychological gangstalking.
You'll never know what happens, man. Right there to the end.
If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what you missed.
And put the phone down, and I don't never do that.
I
know, because I was just going to bed and all
I
this
never
stuff.
thought I would be in the position I'm in now 10 years ago. So,
Okay. Well,
it doesn't say too much because it's too smart.
Life could change.
I've shown about natural remedy. It's suggested to get this.
Well, you are right now. It doesn't. Going to be there next year.
I try to call him.
You can't, mate, I'm going to be here for the next 20 years, mate, because I've made sure of it.
Showing what he said to me on a live.
Okay, so circumstances.
I get what you're saying,
Monster. I do. The mind games he started then.
But my positive positivity means
Then
that
typical comments are, I don't understand.
carry on.
Yeah,
He tried to call me and I'm not taking their
and
calls because
everyday
it started
things.
getting strange.
This is
I
my
tried to
throat,
call
my
him
glands
back
are swollen.
30 hours
So
this morning.
circumstances can make you have these mood changes.
Puts his email in.
And it can be, anything can trigger off. And if you're
this
in
is all
that
before
depressive
things got
state,
heated up today.
any
Again.
trigger can trigger off. Any practical,
And,
everyday situation that might happen.
Then
And
this
like
is the last
me,
threat.
bloody my neck. With my
Big
ill
mistake
health,
letting that guy call me a narcissist. He threatened my life on live in code words, and you didn't protect me.
All my lungs.
Excuse me?
No,
I didn't even know what to say when he threatened me. I was being threatened with this individual.
Detox. 7 weeks now.
And when I would always protect you, and he narcissist threatening behaviour of a man I don't know that well.
Antibiotics. But I mean, the black seed oil that you're taking and other things,
protect you.
you know, with your health benefits and stuff.
He
You know,
had
they
hate
can help
towards
you
this guy
out,
just because I didn't say perfect words.
I see
You can hear him talk. He knows what to say on knives.
Ah, yeah.
And he goes on.
I'm doing that honey
I
thing,
didn't
the
say
honey and lemon, all that stuff already,
Okay.
yeah. This is really,
Yeah,
I
make sure
need that
you
massage thing.
don't buy supermarket honey.
No, it's not pure.
No,
Buy the honey off
Well, you're
Matters.
lost because
I've told
I fell
this
in
not
love
to buy
with you,
supermarket
and
honey because
you let other
supermarket honey
this is what you use
80%
to control your
honey is
opinion.
80%
See?
syrup and sugar. You know, it's only 20% honey.
See?
And that's the
But
one that
that
she's
is a
taking
really
right now. I've
genuine
already seen it.
individual. He's not
Buy
a
it.
narcissist.
Buy it off TikTok.
He wouldn't
Buy it
shame
off
stuff me
TikTok,
like
right?
that.
Matters
He
and
would
Co.
not change.
100% pure honey.
Yeah, you showed it
Get
that
yourself
time,
some,
didn't
man.
you?
And that's the
You
time
showed it.
today's day.
When you're
Yeah,
the other time.
that big jar is...
This
That big,
goes to show
the big jar
I
I've
had a
got is
lucky
anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Romanian. It's Romanian Asia.
I had a lucky escape for my safety.
You're welcome. I can't have to call you individually.
I'm sure you can DM her.
Yeah.
You need to go on the back of my mate's 1200.
Is it for the book?
It's continuums. It's infinite. It's come up with the time machine.
I told my missus to phone.
I believe you, mate.
Listen.
I believe you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Did you have to... Can I just finish it? So I told my missus to phone 999, right? I said, get this call in straight away.
I went
So
on to that
999
one,
couldn't track the call. They didn't know what road we were on. So I ran up to the cabin, right?
The more they do it.
Right, so go on to carried on to 2 hours this morning. I just had a gut feeling it was something wrong.
You know, I will not tolerate. I messaged you just now. I've messaged you. I said, how are you? And then, you know, just a general concern somebody would do. And anything, you could have anyone could take something out of context. And if you're not adult enough to sort that out in a private matter rather than a platform like this, then what's the point? I've got plenty of things, you know, to be concerned about my reality. A lot of people do. But I won't waste my time on somebody. You know what I mean? You see, I'm very careful about situations. You know certain things that I do. You know.
Feel like you wait.
Pardon?
You feel like you're wasting the time on me.
No, I didn't say that. I said you don't take the opportunity. You use all these different apps and things you do. If you want to get to know me properly, why don't you do that option?
Think we're ever gonna meet?
You avoided my answer now, aren't you?
Oh, sorry, I apologise. Go on, reiterate, and then I'll speak.
He drinks
like
alcohol a
this
lot.
on my public chat when I've got guests in my panel and
He's
people
with his mum.
watching and listening.
It's
Do you think
39.
that's a logical
Or
way
30
to
if
go
it's
approach
6.
things on a personal nature?
I don't think it's the perfect logical way,
No.
but you know, people can see what's going on, and you know, saying that feels fair, you know.
We've never met, by the way.
When you got triggered earlier and you called me what you did on my public platform, how does that make me feel?
Well, I said fuck off or I said dickhead or something. I said
did.
something on those lines.
Worse than that.
Was it really such a big deal? You know,
See?
Everyone makes mistakes.
It's a red flag. From women's point of view, it's 100% a red flag.
Yeah, well, it's easier to red flag people when you see them on the internet. You know, if you meet them in person, you speak to them directly, you know, red flags don't come across so much.
Okay, so why do you expect me to meet you in my home
come down to my home?
Very personal things that I go through is very, very personal and difficult.
Yeah.
So...
Won't be away.
Pardon?
Be away in distance, man. Much as you want.
No, you see, you don't understand the practical situation I'm in. This is why I wanted you on that private platform. I'm not going to talk about my personal life on this platform, am I? It's very complicated.
Well, let's continue to talk about what we was usually talking about.
Let's
go
ahead. No,
It changes the subject.
Because you know, is this uncomfortable? Is this making you feel uncomfortable?
No, I've got another time.
Well, I think your face is beautiful, cute, lovely, and I like you. And you know,
1 minute he loves me, next minute he likes me.
And I think you're amazing. And you've got certain things over me which I feel uncomfortable about because you're above me in certain ways. And
he's insecure.
I really like it. But I don't want to talk about this kind of fucking shit right now. You know what I mean?
See?
And we've got other people in the room. So
I just said that. I just said that, didn't I? Could I ask you a question and don't play it personal? Have you been drinking tonight? A few beers, chilling out.
I didn't drink yesterday, but I'm drinking today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I like to talk to the Simon that doesn't drink. A period of time when you don't drink. On a one-to-one. On that video chat. To see the real you without needing a drink. To help you cope. Because that's the one that I like. That's the real you. And you have talked to me in personal things. And it's not the place to do it on this platform and that nature. Yeah?
Well, generally, when I don't drink, I'm more caring.
I know you are. I've seen it. I've seen right through you.
Oh, is it when you don't drink, you're a better actor?
That's it.
No, I think I'm a better actor when I do drink, actually.
Well, you know, I think, women's point of view. Sorry, go ahead.
3 to week.
Pardon me? Pardon?
I'm to drink 3 to 4 days a week.
It's your business what you do. I'm not one to judge, but I like to get to know, if I can get to know a guy on a personal level, I like to get to know when we don't have children.
I do this, my beautiful darling. I drink because it takes away my boredom. But if I was with a person, then I wouldn't be bored.
You wouldn't, exactly.
You also drink to make it so that I last longer in the bedroom.
Oh my God, do I really want to hear that?
That doesn't matter.
This is the kind of someone that says
I'm just going around in circles today with that, aren't I? Because it's like, when I say, like, this is the chat people don't really want to hear, because we've got other guests here, we were talking about other subjects.
It says it's on a public line.
And, you know...
Disgusting.
I'm going to have to delete this live after anyway.
I've saved the live as evidence.
What we're talking about. And I'm sure it's not the kind of thing that, you know, people are fickle sometimes. I'm not saying my guests here are, but there are other platforms. And do you think, when you go for a public life, and I've done these things, do you think I'm bothered that somebody else hasn't? No. You know, when you go for experiences of life situations, and the real life, as I said before, offline, is completely different.
I'm trying to be a friend.
And when you don't have it, when somebody doesn't need a drink, you can see their true personality, what they're like in the heart. And I've seen that in you quite a few times. And that's why I repeatedly, when you're not on the drink, try to get you to remember that you don't. So when I message you, I say, well, let's have a video chat, you know? Get to know each other that way. And if you need to drink a couple of times just to get coverage, whatever, then fine.
What do you call it on? What's it actually called?
Pardon me? Sorry?
What's it actually?
The Telegram. The Telegram is an app. I told you. You already messaged me before.
To you without anybody else there.
Just you and me. Just you and me, isn't it? We can talk frankly.
These things about you, that I'm uncomfortable about, which I'm not going to say right now.
How can he be uncomfortable when I invited him to talk things as adults on a private platform?
Really well. You do things in lives like what I thought was absolutely hilarious a couple of days ago. What he was doing, he was showing loads of pictures.
Private pictures from my past.
Loads of pictures of you from the past, and this guy was saying like, "Oh my, this is I don't really want to say it.
I've got plenty of photos, you know, my former modelling days.
He was showing loads of pictures. Yeah,
private
modelling days. You looked like you was showing off
PVC outfit.
Like, yeah, and you look like Xena Warrior Princess and
you
stuff
see,
like that.
When you're in
showing off.
So
and I was thinking, what the hell are you wearing?
You have seen, look guys, you know what dominatrix is, don't you? You know, you guys are not shy, right? You're streetwise, you know, you've been, well, I assume that a majority of people have been to, right, like I'm panting about on certain adult sites or anything like that. No. Mine was all pure photography and press and TV and radio. Just because I had that lifestyle, nobody should be intimidated with me. I'm just a down-to-earth woman. Doesn't mean to say, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, but it was basically, he was stating that what he was showing was erotica. You know, and erotica is a little bit funny if you think about it.
Oh, to me, it bores me to tears. I'm so bored of it. It's unreal. It doesn't interest me anymore. What matters is about, you know, compatibility.
I didn't have a problem with it, you know. I didn't have a problem with it.
You just raised the subject. But I'm just saying it doesn't bother me, you know. So the true intention of somebody about the compatibility is like, sorry, I just call you T. It doesn't sample. You know, just it's like that spiritual connection, that mind connection, and then the rest comes naturally. If you're meant to be, if people are meant to be together, yeah, you'll soon know it. You know.
Yeah.
You soon know it. You don't always go like I've forgotten your name. Sorry, Will Knight is right. It's right what he says. He wasn't being funny with you. He was trying to literally say, hold on, mate, that ain't the right to do it to go to someone's house, that you don't know them, straight up. And I know what you're trying to say. I can see it both sides.
Real digital TV, what's his real name? Is it Brian or something?
It doesn't matter what people's real names are at the moment, because it's a public life and people want to be discreet.
What's his actual name? Because he wants to change it. He wants to change his picture and his actual name.
I think by what I've seen about your good nature and your ability to look at natural health, you know, I think it's just like, I don't know, real... I don't know, some catchy. I used to be in media and PR, so, you know, depends how you want to put this out on a social media platform. And now with the digital things, there's so much you can do. And I'm very good at observing body language and behaviour and that kind of thing. So what I observe in your image and projection and the way you project it, you like a banter, which I can see that coming off. You're quite a joker, as the Northerners. And I can see a lot in you, you see. You don't realise what I can see in you as a genuine man.
I can see a lot.
Yeah.
I can see a lot in him.
I can.
You really want to meet me?
Yes, I do.
You really want?
Yeah, of course I do.
I see a lot in his eyes.
I do.
There's your problem. There's your problem.
No. Never's been a problem.
Oh, okay.
I know when we've had chats, not quite as open like this, but I'm very good at sussing people out, don't take forward value very quickly. Yeah? I have to be streetwise, a lot of,
right, now I'm going to document this.
I can have a laugh and joke
like
anybody.
Back up account
There's the time and place, and I can give the character, but I'm not naturally like that. I used to be. So, I just, so my reality is everyone's reality is different offline. So we all got an image, we just put a face on social media. We just chat, and it's like earlier when somebody's friend, I don't know who it was now, came in. Well, your friend, that guy who's having a drink problem. Did you hear me? I didn't judge him. I didn't touch him.
That's not discernment. I can't just jump off the bridge.
He was actually drunk at the time.
I know he was. I know.
He's got an alcohol problem. I drink a lot of alcohol, but I don't drink to the point where I don't know what I'm doing.
No.
You know what I mean?
You didn't hear me, no judgment. I gave him time to
I know, but baby, they said that you want to run away.
And,
you said that you want to run away. I can't touch you, baby.
I can see it in the dumb face.
Horrible situation and all dwarfism and stuff like that. He's one of my good friends. He's a really good guy. He does some really good content. You should see, if you follow him, you'll see some really good
I have
content.
already. I've done that already.
Especially soon after he puts up stuff about COVID, he puts up really good stuff about real. But he puts it in a joke way most of the time.
That is very talented to do that.
He doesn't just put it up like, obviously like evil dissident or something that's like triggering to such people in a negative way. He puts up comedy things in that certain sort of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I saw. And it's like your friend too, right, and who's on the chat last night. And just the way people talk these other subjects, I could tell by how they say things, if they're genuine or not.
It's quite easy to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can see a lot with your ears.
Yes. What attracted me to Simon first was the voice, right?
There you go.
Typical.
Well, we can all use our all five senses. What is the strongest sense you think you have out of the all five senses?
Your gut instinct, your inner soul.
Yes.
Well, the instinct.
Don't get busted down the street with a little bit of dope in your pocket.
Inner soul is.
Well, depending if you're a DP.
Yeah, now
if you spread misinformation.
I wouldn't be knowing about that.
Honestly, that's the strongest. If you go on all senses, the strongest sense of all is your gut instinct, your soul.
Yes.
As far as the five senses go, the mainstream sense, if you like.
Soul is a belief.
No.
Soul, belief. Soul. Right. All we can say, guaranteed, is his mind and body. Right? Got mind and body. But soul is not guaranteed. This is a belief.
We have a spiritual soul, Simon.
Yep.
You have a spiritual
How can you tell? I'll say something now that how can you tell you got a soul? One of the things I always say is you've got material matter, like
I think that some people have a soul and some people don't.
No, I think everybody's got a soul. And I know, sorry, I'll rephrase myself. I know everybody's got a soul.
No, you don't know it. You don't know. You don't know.
How can you tell? Right. Things you can see.
Got mind and body. Your problem with me being younger than you, learn to swim instantly, and he instantly learns how to swim by being babies in the water, and seeing if it works.
From time to time, of course I do. I'd like a bit of companionship and some friendship there, and
went on about personal relationships generally in the show.
Exactly.
No, I'm comfortable with my own company. I've got a dog, of course I have.
I love animals.
I'm completely comfortable in my own company, you know. That's just me.
She likes the way I speak, and asphyxion and asphyxion.
Is that sorry?
You know,
I can't hear you properly. The mic's gone. Your mum's keeping away. So I didn't hear what you said.
Sorry, I was just saying, Ruby Duba likes the way that I speak. Like, she likes my asphyxion and my asphyxion.
He's trying to manipulate me now, emotionally.
Certain things and that. She said she'd like me to talk in her life if she did make a radio show.
If she only knew that she's dealing with a dangerous individual.
Because she and I, she's an empath. There's a lot of us out there who might find. You couldn't go on social media.
Telegram.
Yeah.
There you go. Suggest download Google Chat.
Telegram. Connect it in now, pal. Okay, darling.
And then see. This is how it ended last night. And then it all kicked off again this morning. I kept the recording going on my backup phone as my protection. If somebody was genuine, they weren't a stalker and targeting you, they wouldn't just suddenly behave this way in the same pattern.
Are you aware of technology?
The messenger replied with
You want to look in your brown eyes. Pick up the phone before you go to sleep, and I, privately, and I can say something to you
He's trying to get me publicly on the platform to
and
say
if you
something.
don't want that, then let's say...
Me now, but we're going off live now, and then I can speak to you.
At Area 51.
And it'll be recorded.
Let's get visible.
Just to see what the body language...
Right, this is what...
It's just a
colours.
State. Any trigger can trigger.
Maybe. I don't know. I presume, and I hope so. You know, I like it. You know, he's got the person, and I'm all about the personality. You know,
she's got more than personality, mate. She's sound. She's the full package.
That was the evidence.
Well, she's a nice lady, do you know what I mean? And that's what you want, yeah. You want a woman, yeah, lady, yeah.
Really lonely.
You don't want anything less.
So he's lonely.
And I don't want to talk about her behind her back because she might be listening to what I'm saying, but you know, she's lost.
Yeah, that's it.
She's lost a lot of her family and stuff like that, and she's really lonely, and I'm lonely as well. So you know,
I'm not that lonely or desperate.
Yeah. I'm with you. Mate, that sounds good, man, to be honest, if you're on the same wavelength, like, you know what I mean?
I thought
At the end of the day, crack on,
yeah.
Yeah, but let's not talk.
Why waste time?
Talk about some conspiracy.
Why waste? Yeah, but shh. That's alright, man.
Don't want to talk about.
We got 2 seconds. Conspiracy shit. The worst conspiracy.
How old are you?
What's the one that you don't?
Hey, can I have your age? Within a age range. How old are you, fella?
38. 38.
Yeah. Bollocks. You're not 38. You're 48.
Yeah, I am. 38, lad.
Fucking hell,
Why are you saying I'm 4?
Because you sound wiser than me. You're only 2 years older than that.
Look, I'm on the camera, mate. What do you think? You fucking love me, lad. Come on.
Oh, is it you? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking you. I thought it was fucking Kalaka, or whatever his name is. I thought it was him talking to me. Jesus Christ. I know it was you talking to me.
Mate, I'm from Wales, mate.
No, if it was me, I'm 46. So you probably think,
yeah.
Oh, is that where he's made his 40 accusation from? Fucking hell, lad. I'm going to be 40 in 2 years, man. I don't want to rush it, like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to think about it now.
Yeah,
I tell you what, and I mean this from the right place, right? And I mean it in a good way. You ought to do a comedy sketch, man, because you're fucking hilarious. Fucking, it's got me increasing stuff. That's one of the reasons why we might.
But hey,
fucking these two are fucking hilarious.
Nick it down, jump up.
What? But what did you say, monster?
I never said nothing. Ignore me. I'm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, here's one.
That's one good thing about
in Holland.
No, all the life that I'm going, I'm always the youngest person in the fucking lives. I'm always the youngest person.
What? How old are you? 36?
I'm 37 next month.
Hey man, don't
right, okay.
wait, bro. I'll tell you what, because you'll be 46 before you know it, like that. Snap, click of a finger, bro.
Oh fucking hell! Don't tell me shit like that. Don't we all know it? Once you go past 30, right? Flipping decades turn into minutes or hours, don't they? You know, time flies as I older. You know, the longest time.
What it is you realise that your time's getting less. That's what it is.
1 to 15, and then after that, fucking hell, it flies.
Yeah, you do that.
Be honest now, yeah. Do you know?
Just
do you know when you were young? Yeah. Did you feel like you were invincible? That you couldn't die when you were young?
Yeah, oh fucking hell! I used to be a daredevil. Jesus Christ! Right? I actually stood on the edge of this, like it's called the slack, near where I live, and I used to stand over the slack, and I used to open up my jacket really wide, and the wind was blowing, and I used to lean over the edge, and it used to keep me landing, you know, standing up from falling over the edge. I was risking my life like that. Yeah, I used to be.
Mate, that sounds like attempted fucking something to me.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound right in the head, does it?
That's not good, man.
That's a bit extreme.
That wasn't a good idea, lad. What made you stop?
What are you fucking asking me there? Hey, you're taking a fucking
what made
race.
No, what made you stop doing it? Seriously.
No, I just thought it was a joke at the time, and also I used to, you know, when you get stoned on the back of your bicycle. I remember like riding my bike down the street and showing off to people, and then I'd stand on the stunt nuts at the back of my bike, and then there was a little bit of a curb, and it knocked me off, and I fucking scraped my chin and my face and my eyes and everything, and I fucked my face up through, you know, thinking that was a cocky mint arsehole, you know, standing on my stunt nuts, flying down, aiming towards the way. In front of everyone.
I broke both my shoulders doing BMXing. I used to be into the freestyle shit.
I knew what
had happened, so I didn't fuck with that shit.
They're all friendly at first on the live last night.
Yeah, many a carnage moment when I was
all
younger on the motorbikes,
on
the crossers going off road.
And then soon it comes back to me again.
Got knocked off a GS.
Don't get me wrong,
and they start the banter. Those blokes against, towards me. And then I'm suggesting to talk privately off this live stream on TikTok.
You heard those videos where they like they tell you all the different sound effects of all the different bikes and everything, and it's like a Harley Davidson saying Harley, and then it's like in like bikes, and it's going vroom vroom vroom. You know what I mean?
It's a very unique sound, isn't there? Yeah, 100%. You can't mistake the sound of a Harley.
For real.
It sounds like wet baths.
Make it loud. What the fuck are you talking about, you mainhead?
Demonic times we live in.
Harley sounds like the...
You need to go on the back of my mate's 1200 Sportster. I'll tell you what.
Unfortunately.
You believe in heaven and hell?
I don't know about necessarily heaven and hell. What I do believe and what I do know and what I've seen, that you can connect bang straight away.
It's called light speed. It's called light
speed. Bang, exactly. That's also measured. That's a measurement.
Very good at talking.
Yeah, it's a measurement, but it's also like
podcast that come along.
Things aren't right here, so I got in the car and we drove to the next services. Got out of the car and the police were ringing me over and over, and they were saying I had 3 different cops ring me like it wasn't the first time they'd heard this, and they were going, "Where were you? Was there a farm there? Because we've tracked your call and it says you were on the motorway."
Fucking hell.
That is right. So I said,
"Go for it, Roman."
Right, now's the evidence.
Yeah, like when somebody assaults a woman or abuses a woman, which is called the reptilian part of it. That's the extraterrestrial. You know about the pineal gland and stuff like that, don't you? Oh yeah. Pinocchio. Yeah. Tells you every day. Yeah. Well, we know about stuff like that. But what I was thinking about was why I was saying that I'm different is because you have empathy and I don't.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for people.
You're angry.
I'm gonna call bullshit. But I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm calling bullshit because he literally just said he doesn't have empathy. At the same time, he understood and he agreed with what I said, and then he felt bad for private right beside me in the box.
Yeah.
So. No, you actually lied to yourself saying you don't have empathy. You're actually trying to mask your own self.
I think maybe what he has is...
It's called masking. It's absolutely called masking. You know, it's called masking. I act as if I do. You know, so I'm a trickster. If
okay.
Yeah, no, I'll call that in a second. I see it. What do you mean alcohol? A second you see it?
No,
I said I'll call it out. I see it.
You said you don't have empathy, but you do. You mask.
I have cognitive. I have cognitive.
You masked it, but you let it out.
Does anybody recognise the
You
voice?
let out your emotion of feeling bad for private in a situation where you actually do have that feeling.
I've got evidence of being taken in by somebody on this platform.
I'm just feeling myself.
You can internalize yourself anyway.
People will recognise this voice that goes on top people's lives.
You can always go to a definition of a terminology in a psychological fucking definition.
I got evidence, recordings, text messages,
actually aren't that person because I've literally
telegram
heard
messages,
you say
evidence.
that you feel bad and you said sweetheart to somebody. That you said you don't feel empathy and you don't care, but you actually said the words of caring and you actually expressed the emotion of care. So you're lying to yourself, you're masking yourself, and you're trying to do it publicly in front of a bunch of people. So that's psychology 101.
Oh, you are a good guy. I like you. I'm following you. Yeah, 1 second. What's your name? Charlie Frost. Oh, you're wise as fuck. I'm following you.
No, I'm not. I understand. I'm not wise. You know what? Maybe you're right.
Don't put yourself down.
Some people have intelligence.
You put yourself down. Don't you dare put yourself down.
Yeah, I always put myself down so I can always go up from there. If I'm not
He
at
acts
the bottom,
like
I'm
he
never
cares,
reaching
but
up.
he doesn't.
If you take the piss out of yourself, if you take the piss out of yourself, nobody else can.
Can I say something to you? Do you know, like, I understand now. I used to be so angry before, but I'm not anymore. I understand why so many women are angry
there's other women in my life as well.
Like, in order to get your voice heard in this world, you have to be loud, loud. And at some point, you just come to the acceptance, like, I just don't want to compete because it's just like, you just come to the acceptance.
The only person, Private, the only person you ever have to compete with.
What she just said.
Simon.
I really liked what she
said. I really want to say something. Private, you never have to compete with anybody but yourself. There is no world competition. It's you competing with yourself to be a better you. That's all it is.
I know what you mean, because I have tattooed on me Vincent, QC Vincent, which says, he conquers who conquers himself. I understand, and that is called acceptance. I'm talking about if you're sitting in a room like, you know, you guys are talking, your voice is louder. But I guess it's different because you allow me to talk, but, you know, you can sometimes be in a situation, if I was in a room where, you know, a bunch of people were just screaming and shouting, men or women, I know that I have to scream louder to get my voice heard, and normally I would allow myself to be involved in that situation because I felt like I had to add something. I don't. I just don't feel like I want to add anything where there's a bunch of people that are competing and shouting and screaming and you know, like, I just come to that realization.
So basically what you're saying is if everyone is screaming and shouting, you'll just sit in the background and let everyone do it, and they'll make things happen, and you'll never get anything resolved because you'll always be sat on the bench. You'll always be sat on the fence,
Always.
No. You can color out on that. I think
never join the argument to sustain, to make something really truly happen. You know, that is a beautiful.
Do you know what it is?
He's nice. Everything he says are nice to other people, nice to me
the
about.
internet is just a fucking thing. It's not an actual being.
No.
And once you understand that, if we were sitting in a room right now, together, you would try to overtalk me because I would get fucking louder and I'd walk across the fucking table. If we were sitting in the same room right now, calm down. No, I'm trying to make a point. The point is, because we're on social media, we try to overvoice somebody because apparently it's only your voice that matters.
Yeah.
But if you were actual in the physical presence of...
I think you won't need to travel. Oh, the technology.
Right, go back to that.
It disappeared.
Wow.
What social media is a tool times. Well, let's do it again. Hard times create hard men. World War II. Hard men create easy times. From then till now. Easy times create weak men. We have a bunch of men that don't know which fucking bathroom to go to.
Yeah.
You're about to go through some really hard times.
That's right.
And you know what?
That's the world takeover, is taking the masculinity out of the men. You can't attack the men straight on, because here in North America, there's 400 million people. There's half of them are men. Oh, okay, we'll just say under half of them are men, and they're packing. So you can't attack them straight on. So what you do is make them question their masculinity, question why they want to fight, question why they want to stand up for the woman, and make the woman the tough one. And then they start questioning themselves. That's how you take the masculinity. That's how you win the war. You attack the men. That's how it works. It's a psychological process.
Well, I've seen many films. I've seen many films. My granddad, when he was alive, before he passed away, God bless his soul, he always used to think it was a joke in American films that they always had the leader of the army as a woman. Mm-hmm. The leader of the army was always a woman in films in America. It was always a woman. That was the general. You know, and my granddad always used to think, oh, this is an absolute joke. You know, because we all know men command better than women. You know,
it's not.
And
it's actually not.
So you think women command better than men?
No. It's not a joke. That was Operation Mockingbird, desensitization of information through movies, music, and fucking media. They've been doing it for a long time. It's a CIA operation. Okay, so the Americans...
You know, sometimes...
Okay,
who builds all the houses? Who builds all the houses?
And I'll explain it to you.
Who builds all the houses?
In 1986...
Who builds all the houses? Builds everything.
In 1986, a little girl asked a fucking vice president the actual question. I would always want to be president. How do you think a woman will ever become president? And they said in 1986 that a woman will become president. And it will not be under the guise of being elected. It'll be under the guise that she becomes vice president, and then the president kills himself or dies, and that person becomes president. And then all of a sudden, now you are in the fucking terms of World War III. So all those movies where it showed you a female president in control of the next world-ending moment. Reality is never like the movies where the good guy wins. Let's be very clear. And you're seeing it happen right now. It's been predicted numerous times. Kamala Harris will become president of the United States. There will not be another election. 100%. There will not be another election.
Private, do not follow. This lady is saying is the world is more negative than positive, really. You know, in certain ways. And I know what you're talking about in those terminology. And we can say that you know, who's the best chef in the world? Aren't women the most of the cookers, but men are the best chefs. Men are the best chefs in the world. You know, Gordon Ramsay and all shit like that.
Only because they're promoted that way.
In the world, yeah, women are all the ones that cook. You know, men are.
Do you know why? Do you know why men
are more dominant than women? Men are more dominant than women, and
you know why?
It's built into us. And
do you know why that men in the best relationships are usually the best cookers? Because they're trying to prove that the home where their heart is worth fucking working for.
No, I don't think it. You know why I think men are the best cookers is I don't actually think that men are the best cookers. I just think that they're more pronounced. Maybe they are the best cookers, but what it is It's because
men are
they focus
physical,
on
but
one
women
thing
are
at a time.
emotional. Yeah.
Whilst women focus on multiple things at the same time. You know, a woman can be talking to two people at the same time and taking in both knowledge at the same time. Women have extra sensory perceptions than men do. You know, so they focus on multiple things all at the same time, whereas a man focuses on one thing. You know, so that's why a man has a little bit more structure. And, you know, look at children, for instance. What do little girls do? They want to play with dolls, and they want to have babies and stuff. It seems like they're programmed to do that. What do lads do? They want to build structures with Lego, and they also want to destroy things. You know, this is the way that we're programmed from a child, and this is the way that people act, and this is the truth and the fact of the matter. Women, you know, want to have children and want to care and love in most cases. They want to, you know, nurture and love and everything. And men want to build and destroy. You know, so this is the way. Can anyone say that what I'm saying right now is wrong? Because this is what children do. And isn't this the structure that we're built from?
Oh, wow, everyone disappeared.
Not
wow.
listen to this now.
Dunno. That was weird. Now, let me see. Check the bottom.
Did I say anything wrong there?
No.
Claire?
No. That's what you normally go into chats and discuss. That's the way you are. You haven't said anything different. Private likes to, no disrespect to the lady, but she does like to have mainly a certain religious debates, if you say. So she's very good at that. So she's just waiting to see if I'll react, and I didn't, because I don't.
I'd love DJ Misfit to come into the live because she
anyone wants to come in, just let me know. We use more of our brains. You're invited in. Would you like to join? Just let me know. Put a comment in the chat. I'll invite them in anyway. And if you don't want to, that's fine. If they don't show up in the live down there to invite, I can't invite them in. So we got, hello Oliver, Aurelia, I think you know. Paul, I know, hello. How are you? Do you want to pop in, have a chat? If you've got enough numbers, you're welcome. We're just a general discussion today, nothing specific. Let me just go through. If you don't, that's fine, no worries. Some people are just observations and they don't have enough numbers. But we'll get. I'm following you anyway, though, so I'll follow me.
This has been going on by a certain individual that's well known on this app.
You're welcome,
I've
DJ
got evidence.
Hello, Sean, how are you? Hello? Hello, Sean, how are you?
Because I didn't give out my personal details.
You've got some feedback in the back of your mic.
Hi there, geez, am I actually on?
Yes, you are.
Be careful who you know on this application, on TikTok, and documenting it all.
Can you tell us something about this assignment? Yeah, Sean. So
I've got independent
we're in England. Where are you from?
For the past 2 days as well.
I'm also in England. I live in Hull.
In Hull. Oh yes, I know it. Yeah, you're north of England, on the northeast. Nice to meet you. How's your day going?
Let's fast forward this. I can't do the audio. Put it on here.
It sounds like you're driving.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. It sounds like you're driving. Yeah?
What a roller coaster few weeks it's been.
Okay. come back in a minute when you're not driving, so I don't want you to have an accident in your car. I'll invite you back up when you're not driving. Let me know in the chat, okay? For
Would
now,
you
we're going
give
to
out
just
your
answer
personal address for somebody you don't know?
I don't want you to have an accident in the car. I don't want responsibility for that. So we're just leaving it open for a minute. I'm going to put some music on.
I'm going through a bad
Tunnel or something, okay.
Anybody can be anybody on the internet, so be safe out there.
Well, it's 4:30.
Yeah.
You're in a tunnel, it sounds like. This is an blessing.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I can't hear you properly. Okay.
Great, so I was like, oh...
We're messing about with my my phone at the moment, guys. It doesn't show up you're in the chat, but you are. So you're breaking up really bad, unfortunately. So my viewers, if you're following me, you're welcome to DM a message down the bottom where it says guest and let me know if you want to pop up. So you're breaking up, my dear.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was going through a really bad reception area. I'm hoping this is a little bit better.
I thought you were driving, yeah. So,
yeah.
So how's your day?
Oh man, I'm hoping. Yeah, it was alright. So you know, I mean, I worked. I'm now on my way home. It's just, you know, I had this guy at work, okay, and he is completely asleep to everything.
Wow.
All he cares about is just going on holidays whenever he gets a chance, and he completely can't see anything that's going on in the world. Nothing.
Oh no. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, and like, if I ever actually say anything, you know, it's just conspiracy theory. Can't hear anything.
Yeah, but there seems to be a divide going on, isn't it? Where we're awake to a lot of information and facts.
No.
Where a lot of people are not ready. They don't want to know the real issues going on because some just want to stick to their own environment. And so if anyone speaks out what you do, what you try to do, that's the automatic response psychologically. Yeah. So it's hard, isn't it? And sometimes, you know, when it comes to that, you okay?
You know, where?
Yeah?
I've lost you.
Yeah, so...
Oh man, I lost you for a minute there.
And the last point I said to this text to me is...
It cuts in and goes out, I think he's trying.
Hard to turn off evidence for myself now, soon.
Alright, come out when you... It sounds like you're driving. Alright, come back when you're set it up.
I'd like to come on again and chat some
do it then. It's safer, because I can sense that you're driving. I'd rather you be safe. Yeah, just, I'll take you out. You come back another time. Okay, I'll take you out for now. Because he's driving, I don't want to be distracted. So,
Oh, jeez. Christ, that was hard to deal with. You know, I could barely hear a bloody thing of what he was saying.
Yeah, you know, he was trying to say that at work, he's got someone he's trying to help wake up to what's going on. And I as soon as he said that word, I knew what he was trying to say, you know, because it happens, doesn't it? And I can't speak that well myself, so I was just saying, well, you know, I was trying to, like, you know, say sometimes people cannot... Oh, he's coming. They're messing about with my phone. Bloody hell. Hold on.
Thank you so much.
They're hacking my phone. Pardon?
I'm going to exit out your live and then come back in.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Hacking my phone as per usual. Oh dear, my back. Okay.
But it ain't gonna matter. Because if you eat
UFO
pineapple,
Galactic Skywalkers. Oh, that's a good name. Talk about UFOs. Oh, yeah. Is that any better? The connection. Sorry, yeah or no?
There's 3 layers.
Wait. I'm just listening to DJ Misfit. You know, I like a lot of the things that I watch and what I look at. DJ Misfit, this lady, actually reposts a lot of the things that I look at. You know, I've seen her do it many times. You know, I sent her a message once, but she didn't really respond back to me. But she didn't bother me.
Now's your turn.
You know when you're trying to book something and the bloody noise thing goes.
That horrendous woman, Sorella Braverman.
Because I don't...
DJ Misfit coming to the live because
anyone wants to come in, just let me know. We use more of our brains. You're invited in. Would you like to join? Just let me know. Put a comment in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I'll invite them in.
They're drying it all out. We've had our rains. They've let all the grass grow and everything, the trees to grow.
If they
and now they're drying it all out for Christmas.
I can't invite them in.
You know, if they do intend on locking us in, they can justify it by, it's major climate event, better stay indoors.
If you've got enough numbers, you're welcome.
Yeah,
it's a general discussion today.
And they've been saying it for the last couple of months. Oh, it's going to be a real bad summer. It's going to... Why? Why is it going to be a bad summer? We know that we don't.
Yeah. Why even say something like that? We're not even here.
Just observations and they don't have enough numbers. We'll get... I'm following you anyway.
Yeah,
You're following me.
Sway the masses.
I've invited Sean in the chat. I don't know who's coming in. You're welcome, DJ Mr. Hello, Sean, how are you? Hello? Hello, Sean, how are you?
John. Hello.
You've got some feedback in the back of your mic.
Hi there, geez, am I actually on?
Yes, you are. Welcome, hello. Nice to meet you.
Wow.
Can you tell us something about you? This is Simon. You're Sean, so as people. So
yeah, I'm really
Woman, Sorella
Braverman. I know that.
Basically telling you to calm down, you go in, raise her, and you're going to make
this is where it starts criticising
I'll
me.
go in
Again,
with a point of view. When I'm passionate, when anyone's passionate, yeah, I can see that. So you can see that, and I can see that. When somebody's passionate, they don't always know they're being that passionate.
You weren't offensive towards me.
See,
what to you, did I?
It was
psychopath.
You weren't offensive towards me, and you know, telling me off. I felt like a naughty schoolboy.
Oh, come on, stop it. Come on now. You are very good at manipulating people. Like, that's what you should. What I liked about you yesterday, right? You come on, I'm ill. Don't pick on me now. Oh, you're so funny. Oh God, I tell you, a sense of humour.
There he is.
That's what I like about your humour. It's just so dry. And your mate last night. 3 of you in there. Oh my God. I think that's why I can't bloody breathe, because I'm so laughing so much.
Did you see my friend in your live yesterday?
Yeah.
When he burst it's about, you know, his son. His son's actually.
It's not real friends, it's
His son's actually a dwarf and everything. He said you'd help him out and that, and he thanked you for it.
Yeah.
Because you know about law, and you could help him in certain situations. And his son is, you know, a man, and he works and everything.
Yeah.
But, you know, have helped him out with, you know, talking about law and stuff. He burst into tears, didn't he?
Oh,
you know, he's one of my friends. Stuff that we talk about, but he also posts it in comedy version, you know, so it's a little bit of a laughing version and stuff.
That's the way.
No, he's a good guy.
This is what I like when.
What's it called? Unfair.
I can't remember now. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was called. Yeah, it was called Unfair. He changes his name all the time. It annoys me that he changes his name all the time. I wish he just kept his fucking original name.
And they do with the globe.
What you losing? Well, he is. I mean, it's what he said yesterday, right? About when he comes back from seeing his ex, and there's any situation like that, and especially if he's got kids, it doesn't matter what age they are, really, I suppose. I mean, if they're older than, I don't know, well, if they're sort of getting older, then it's different, I suppose. But if they're a certain age group, you've still got emotional attachment. And he said that he needs this drink to be able to cope, and you can't judge anyone like that. You know, nobody needs to judge another, just need to be aware. And if they don't, I'm just talking about him at the moment.
I drink 3 or 4 days, so you know I'm an alcoholic.
How can you be an alcoholic if you only drink 4 times a week? If you're an alcoholic, you need it every day. You can't get out of bed without a drink.
An alcoholic craves it every day. Doesn't mean that they have to drink it. You can actually not drink alcohol and still be an alcoholic because you crave it all the time.
Alright.
So you've got that wrong there, Mrs. Educate.
Really? Well, my neighbour, right, for years, he could not get out of bed without a drink for breakfast all the time, and the way his whole behaviour.
Was drinking lager. I drink the hard stuff. I drink either vodka, Jack Daniels, whiskey, or.
Okay, listen to this. Let me give you a scenario. Let me just say this, right, people, right, you know, when you, because this neighbour was a good friend initially when I moved in, so, because he's ex-military and trauma affected, so because he's attracting a lot of these people addicted to drink and drugs in the area, in my block of flats, and he's at the top flat in the same block, and he lost the plot for drinking so much, gone oblivious. And he smashed his parallel at the top floor. It landed right outside my window and shook the hell out of me. All the police and everything, the ambulance rushing around, they had to detain him. He had to go for detox. And ever since they did that, he was going to lose his flat because of it all. And I had to do a diary sheet because all the people were trying my door 24 hours a day, my lock, knowing that I'm actually physically disabled.
Look,
let me just finish. No, please don't interrupt. I haven't finished. Thank you.
No, I have to interrupt. I can just tell you, I never drink to the point of stupor. You know, I always know what I'm doing.
And he's always been interrupted.
But I'm just saying what resulted, that he had to go into detox, and eventually,
he got sobered up, and he's been on a program for a long time, and he slips up now and again. But you can never judge anyone, and you know, I think it doesn't bother with me. If you want to drink, it's up to you. It's your business, not mine. It's your body, you know. It's just when I've been in the business working behind the bar at nightclubs and stuff when I was younger, you know, I see what it does to people. And if that's what they need to help them cope with the pain they're going through, or stress, whatever, and they don't know no other way, and there's no help out there at the moment, is there, in the NHS system? It's all broken down.
I've already told you why I drink. I drink because I'm a person, and it takes away my loneliness.
That's right.
You know, it's like a friend to me. If I drink alcohol,
that's what
I feel really comfortable in myself, and I feel like really good, and I don't feel bored. Nothing is boring to me when I drink alcohol. And also, if I want to please a woman in the bedroom, I'll drink alcohol, and then it'll numb my nerves, and then I can go for a really long time.
It doesn't.
And then I feel like
you won't.
And then I feel like a real man. You know, if I do it without alcohol, you know, really, really long. You know, so you know, I think like I haven't pleased her, I haven't done a good job. You know, and then I'll feel low of myself, and then I'll feel pathetic and weak, and I don't want to feel pathetic and weak. So, you know,
can I ask you something? If it's alright to ask on a public chat, and don't forget this is public, right? So stop me if you don't want me to ask you, because this is a public chat. Because
you can ask me anything. I've no book. You can read me anything.
I'm conscious about your personal life, so I don't want everyone to know your personal life if you don't want it out there. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. Okay, so on the generalisation, okay, so when at personal relationships I had, when my partners had problems in the bedroom, shall we say, and because of my natural health experience and Reiki, that kind of thing, and so yeah, I was able, you know, you get to know, you overcome things if things don't work out in that department. I mean, don't you think I'm more conscious about that myself and my physical disabilities? Yeah. So, you know, you look at it's not impossible, because there are people that you find ways around it, if you know what I mean. And there are wonderful people out there in the world that do sex therapy, yeah. And it's amazing what they do, and especially in America, I've seen it over the years. So, of course, having met with people in different walks of life, and some of them have been in the adult trade, seeing how skilled they are. You know, these people I'm at these parties, I said before, when you get involved in media and stuff, you get invited to these adult type parties. So I didn't really participate, it's just the people I knew. I wasn't into what they're into. But because it's just my upbringing, religious upbringing, yeah. But and then of course when I went to, I mean, always into Happy Fitness, also that before things happened, before I got one over. So of course I missed all that in the fitness side, jacuzzis, the saunas, that kind of thing. And I went to one place, it was quite not what I thought it was, and you see things, right? So it's like, yeah, I could take quite a few stuff. But you see, it's just because I've been there, done it, nobody needs to feel, if I'm getting into a new relationship, nobody needs to feel like less valued in a bedroom, yeah? Because if you've got the mind connection, and you've got that emotional connection, the rest comes naturally, yeah? But
sex is only a very small proportion of a relationship, really. You know, but, you know, to a lot of people it's very important. So you know, and it is very important to me. You know, I have to make my woman feel good, you know.
So, you're... Did you say you wanted to come back?
I can't have my woman not reach the mountain without feeling less.
Yeah.
So it has to happen.
So, sorry if I interpreted that correctly, have I? You find that is important to pleasure a woman in that department with your partner, yeah?
Yeah, that is important to me. Yeah, that's definitely important to me. If they're happy, I'm happy.
You know that there's more to please a woman, just
It's not always pleasure.
There's more.
It's not just always pleasure. Sometimes, it's money, and and you don't seem to be money orientated.
No.
But you seem to want love, care, feeling, understanding. Well, you know that I fucking understand shit, don't you?
Yeah.
Me understanding. I'm very accepting. And what that guy was talking about before when he said, like, you're not a sociopath because you're such a thing and all this lot. And I thought, okay, I love this woman, so it doesn't really bother me.
So that's me, and then they criticised me. Just reading a comment, Oliver's put, not women things that way, not kindness and respect communication is key. Do you know what I mean? Do you get that, Simon?
Yeah, I do kind of get that. Let me just reread it again, what she's just put, Olivia. Not women think that way.
But I do believe you'll say that against
their keywords
on those
straight away.
platforms as well, but I do.
Kindness, respect, communication. Right. Kindness,
Start your part two of this
feeling good and connected to the person.